Hello, continuing where I left off last week. Not able to remember precisely what I was doing, or all the quests that I have on the go, but I think my current goal is to just clear the next floor, because that is easier. This has been... I'm gonna just try to remember to do that at some point, because I just need to kill those firebirds and apparently get the bones from there. That's a random location. This is trees. I didn't get the bug. And then that's further up, and I'm ignoring those for now. This is exploring further down, which that will be the people that I found previously in the middle of the water-filled zone. I'll be able to make much more progress because I'll actually be focusing this time. Instead of playing a different game while playing this kind of on the side, it'll be a lot quicker. I didn't actually check if I sold all my stuff, or if I'm even carrying... I should have at least an Ariadne thread. Okay, I'm good. Hex frogs. They don't look like frogs, they look more like salamanders. But it is what it is. Again. And, I mean, the feet are probably frog-like, but they're also very gecko. But I guess while playing this, what can I do? I can talk a bit about how I'm finally getting back around to continuing my attempted reread of, well, the Gardens of the Moon, which is the first book in the Malice and Book of the Fallen series, which, despite being my favorite book series of like ever, it's still a struggle to reread because there's specific arcs that I don't really find that interesting. Basically one arc, but there's another one later that I haven't gotten to yet that I don't love, but it's important. And that's sort of a lot of what rereading it is. Like, I enjoy reading it, but there's specific arcs that are... they don't drag on. They're just... they're important, but if you know what's going to happen, it feels like they drag on. Which I don't think is anything to hold against a book. If the book is... Can you go this way? Like, I should have gone for the Hexer, that was a bad choice. I should have focused on the Hex Frog. Because the Hex Frog will mean a lot of damage taken. I'm about to get ganked by a crab. I might be fine. I should be fine. I didn't deal enough damage. Let's play it safe. Super safe. Keep it easy. Frost is most effective. All of them are equally effective. Let's go Shock. So this should be fine. Just gonna spam attack. Yeah, I might do one more buff. This should be fine. I'm glad they don't continue to spawn more, because otherwise that would be an eternal chain. But now it's going against what I was told and exploring further into this area, where I was told to back off by the... I can't remember if they were bird people? Lizard? I think they were more bird than lizard. The the human adjacent folks. This is straight down. And there's a platform in the middle there that I want to explore at some point, or I'll have to. Medica 3. These rewards are very iffy. But anyway, I've been trying to reread that series. Wrong button. It's still really good, but trying to read it is significantly more difficult than reading, I'm gonna say, mediocre, like, light novels and web novels and stuff, because it doesn't write everything in the most straightforward way, which is good. It makes it actually interesting to read. But, and not the most straightforward way doesn't mean confusing. It means it has flavor to what's being said. It's not just stating, the city is great. The city is great because it's great. Like, it actually, like, builds a world. So you have to actually be able to pay attention, which I haven't been, because I was tired when I was trying to read it yesterday. Ah. No flower. Suspicious. It must be a way back. It must be that there's a flower that will send me to there. And I won't be able to go back to where that flower sent me. Yeah. These are both gonna be ways back. Coming from, like, way... Except there's no space, there's not enough space that way, or that way. I'm not actually sure. I can just hold the buttons, whatever, auto. But yeah, trying to get back into reading, like... No offense to web novels, light novels, they're all fun to read. But trying to get back into reading, like, a real book that isn't... getting back into reading a real book that's well written is difficult. Because I've been reading so much low quality writing for the past, I don't know, month. But I've gotten bored of a lot of them too quickly to be, like... So many of them drag on for no reason. Or, they don't drag on for no reason, but... they're just not good enough that their constantly repeated tropes are interesting. I didn't mean to fight him. That was an error on my part. I was just on autopilot. I might want to cure... But... he attacked, good. No, I didn't get to confirm the defend. I meant to do it. Skill buff. Or a buff skill. Okay, might want to heal this turn. Do a normal salve. And let's, I don't know, frost her. I'm gonna have to heal old man. Cure 3 is pretty cheap. He should be fine. I didn't mean to press left bumper, but it worked out. Doesn't really matter. It saved me TP. So I need to go this way. If I look at my map, I think the way upwards is probably progress, is my guess. I could be totally wrong. It's based on literally nothing. Because I'm just assuming this is going to be a bunch of exploration. Interesting. Left. Oh, did I even mark if I could go back? Don't think I checked. I should mark if I can go back from that. So I can go back from this one at least. I didn't mark if I could go back. I'll check really quick. I can. Good. I like this map. Like, this floor is kind of annoying, but it's aesthetically pleasing. I think it's well designed to just sort of be more interesting than just the general exploration. So this one to the right sends me somewhere that I don't need to go because I've already explored it. So then I have to go here. Yeah. Ooh, this is actually not where I wanted to be. Darn. Oh well, at least I know where to go soon. I just don't need to go there yet. I actually have to draw this anyway. I have to draw this. But, so that's where I'm going to need to go eventually. I do have a lily pad, good. I need to deal more damage against these types of enemies, because otherwise I'll get jumped by a kill claw. I frankly don't pay attention to the name of enemies in these in anything. Oh, that's not what I meant. I didn't realize that I got that. I should really use it. And just sort of see how it goes. Good. Yeah. Reading another... Ooh, it didn't actually summon an enemy. There was no threat to my life there. Well, not there was a threat to my life to begin with, but... Yeah. Malazan Book of the Fallen, rereading it's great. It's genuinely, I feel, one of the best established worlds of a story I've ever read. Like, it just does such a good job of building up the world. You learn with the characters. Like, there's plenty of people in the world who don't know a lot about the world, which provides a very effective vehicle for teaching others, instead of these, I don't know what that's gonna be. Like, I'm kind of afraid. I hope it triggers and attacks me after I open that. Darn, it didn't chase me. Let's do the same aggressive, just use abilities to kill everything. Nope, that's wasteful. And I'm pretty sure this foe is going to be easy because I'm over... Oh, it did! It did attack me. Beautiful. Oh, it's one of these guys. I hate them. Oh, wait, no, I don't hate them. I just, last time I had to fight them, I fought like a dozen at once. Because they hit relatively hard, but if it's just one, they're not that threatening. Because they're probably weak to ice. Yes. I'm gonna apply one frost and then start healing. Actually, let's check. Yeah, he has a lot of HP. I think I'll heal and then let it just kind of slide. Yeah, he hits plenty hard, so I don't really need to worry too much. Oh yeah, he's fine. Yeah, that AoE hit, if there's multiple of them at once, is very dangerous. I mean, I should be fine, just attack. I stopped the auto in case I felt like healing, but I probably should have healed. But it worked out. It's more TP efficient. That's when I opened. Hamao. No idea what that is. Hamao is a consumable. 300 HP, 50 TP. Interesting. No shortcut back. Shame. So this is the way back. But now I need to draw. I need to draw a down arrow, a treasure chest, and another treasure chest. I have to be missing something. There must be an up staircase somewhere that brings me to the areas that I'm missing. Because there's definitely stuff that I haven't seen how to get to yet, that I've seen in a sort of distance. Ugh. Actually, I could be killed by anyone. Even they could probably kill it even. And that multi-hit might hit. Yeah. I do think that it's kind of interesting talking about books. Like, I've never read any of the Game of Thrones books because they frankly don't interest me because they will never be finished. Like, the story will never be complete. And my understanding is that it's a story that would genuinely benefit from being completed. Whereas, like, this is not saying, oh, Mouth Book of Fallen is the best in the world. I do think the way it ends is fairly, I would say, neutral. Like, it's an ending, but it's just partway through the overall story. Like, I imagine the only way Game of Thrones could have a good ending is if, like, the existing current conflict, the minor parts of the conflict got wrapped up appropriately. Oh wait, no. To do this in time, I need to all/. Like, it would have to accept that some major story stuff would have to just be abandoned, is my impression of the fact that it's not done. Because if there's supposed to be 2 more books, there's not going to be 2 more books. At least not 2 more books that meet... Oops, wrong button again. I need to press the Z bumper. At least not 2 books that would meet expectations that have been built up by the previous books. Like, you could definitely write, like, 2 short stories, but it probably wouldn't meet any expectations that people have of the series. Oops. Even with experience thus far, the presence is stronger than anything you've faced. Are you ready for anything? Have you prepared yourself to confront any creature? If you have confidence in your skill, then open the door and meet your fate. Let's go through the other door if they let me. Yep, I figured it would just be a minor location. But in case I have to leave right after, I think I'd rather finish exploring what I can first. My assumption is it's going to be one of the bird or whatever people. Come on. Blaze oil. It's just weak. The enemy is probably weak to fire. So my assumption is whatever the enemy is, fire is probably its weakness. Gale boot. That should be defensive armor. That would compete with this. Defense agi. What does the chain helm have? Sadly, I can't look. Okay, there. 3, 4, 6. I think that's good. Okay, let's skills. So I'm gonna quick save like a scum. Ooh, danger. But not really. They probably get one shot by all slash. Yeah, all slash is very strong. Which, that all slash is precisely the argument against poison alchemist being relevant later in the game, because that damage is capped at 255 a turn. As you continue through the brush, you come across a vast expanse of water. There's no water in front of me. It's as if an ocean was suddenly transported to the middle of the forest. Within the blue-tinted oasis, you see a distant shadow. You slowly approach it. There's no ocean here. Okay, yeah, they're bird adjacent. It is the humanoid girl you encountered before. She raises a shrill cry, seeing you. Trespassers from the sealed lands. By what rights do thou desecrate our sacred ground? Thy presence here violates the ancient pact between our peoples. I have warned thee, but thou paid me no heed. Face then the guardian of our holy land. With this, the inhuman girl gives a sharp, high-pitched whistle. The sound resonates through the forest, and a huge creature appears in response. Hear me, Koro Trangul. Smite these vile intruders. Such is the girl's cry before vanishing into the forest, but you have no time to follow, you have no time for pursuit. The monster that flies through the air as easily as swimming is about to attack. Is it a bird? Oh, that's cool! That's a great design. I love it. Oh, wonderful. I really love it. That's very good. Oh, it's beautiful. So start with healing. Ice breath. So it uses ice attacks. That was weird. It hit 3 and missed 1. That was very odd. He's going to cleaver. Attack. You're not going to defense buff. I'm assuming it's not that threatening, but I could be crazy to think that. 3 damage is not... Oh, cleaver for almost 300 is pretty good. Big hit, yeah. They're hitting very hard. They don't have a lot of HP though. This will be easy. Ice wall. Shoot. Does this count as a buff? Let's see if it counts as a buff. I'm thinking it will count as a buff, which actually makes it kind of bad. I hope it isn't a buff, because it only lasts for 1 turn, right? It also didn't apply the ice, so it wasn't useful, but... If Hellcry is gone... Actually, Hellcry will be gone anyway. Provoke is still there, so it didn't overwrite any buffs. Okay, I don't have healing on him because I used Hellcry, which actually means Hellcry is a bad choice because I want healing on everybody, so that was just bad. It's just a misplay. I'm gonna get Blaze on him before I reapply healing. Ooh, strength to drop is not ideal. I mean, it still seems very stable. I do need healing on front left guy. Ooh, that hit rate's really low if he's missing that much. Okay. I mean, I can apply... Oh, I didn't even check if Blaze was good or not. I wasn't paying enough attention. Like, I'm assuming Blaze was effective, but I'm gonna wait a turn. Yeah, that's effective. I definitely need to heal him more. He's about to die, because he shouldn't have that, yeah. So he's better now. And this is going very smoothly. I mean, he might die, but it's still going smoothly. Wrong one. Blaze on Old Man. So that he actually can hit pretty hard. Attack. Let's use a salve too. It's very safe. He will buff himself. Aqua Veil. Resistance to fire increased. But I can use Erasure. If I use Erasure. No, but that's status benefits, not... That's not a status benefit, is it? Oh, beneficial effect is what it said there. That should have worked. Yeah, it did. Good. Erasure is very good. Probably... Status benefits, yeah. So the status benefits is not accurate. Oh, I guess fire, like increasing resistance to fire, is a status. He's borderline dead. And I'm talking about my guy, not the manta ray creature. Eesh, bad. I misplayed. Don't kill him. Don't kill him yet. I need to revive so that I don't lose experience. And then he's just gonna attack. Please revive. Okay. He didn't lose HP. He's been at the same HP total, I think, is what it looks like. Good RNG. No, he is losing HP. Why is he so focused on him? Like, he hasn't attacked anyone else in several turns. Good RNG. He kills him so he doesn't get any experience. Lovely. The dread monster begins to slowly fall before your eyes. The shadow behind the collapsing horror has apparently already escaped. But where it lurked, you find a stone tablet engraved with a mysterious language. If it came from the unknown shadow, it may be a useful clue. Rada Hall might know more. Copra Triangle. Okay. Lovely. Fixating on killing the only guy it could kill makes sense, but it doesn't fit with how the game generally works. It was just really bad luck that it picked the same guy every single turn. Because like, if the enemy's regularly fixated on the lowest HP, I wouldn't have an issue with that. That just felt like a string of very bad luck. This is a very nice pattern. I like it. I really think the designers of the like layouts did a great job. Oh, and there's no enemies here? Great. I don't trust Rada Hall. And by that I mean, I know that there's a twist that's revealed. And I assume that the Rada Hall is kind of evil. And considering Ancient Accord, and the fact that the actual leader of the Rada Hall was like, nah, don't explore further. Don't unearth these secrets. Suggests to me that we shouldn't unearth these secrets. Ooh, Sandy Barrens. I've seen the name of the last stratum, and it's a pretty clear, hey. Well, and I saw a comment about how the Untold games, like, what is it? Untold 1 and 2 do a better job of foreshadowing sort of the background and the background component. You step into yet another stratum. The background, like the context, the reveal was foreshadowed better, and it mentions in word what the foreshadowing, what the reveal is. A lonely, withered forest, unlike the other strata you have seen, spreads before you. It would be prudent to return to town before investigating its dusty expanses. No. Mysterious girl. I think there's something regarding either the stone tablet or the mysterious girl. Isn't that the name of Etrian Odyssey Untold 1? It's... oh no, it's Millennium Girl. Which is different than Mystery Girl. Return to town. I kinda wish I could just not show it to Rada Hall. I'm basically just not going to pay too much attention to quests for a bit, because they were getting kind of annoying. And I think I'm already over-leveled enough that sticking around for random side quests is slow. And honestly, the questing gear, like the, request for Shilika, it's always out of date by the time I get to it. Bardish, it's an axe. Ooh, tech is pretty good. That's so much better. Plus 4 tech, plus a ton of attack. Beautiful. I mean, it's better for her in every way as well. Armor. Plate mail is going to be better for him. Is it? I mean, the HP's probably not better, but it's close enough that I'm actually not going to swap. Gum gloves would be good on them. It's only one more tech. I don't think it's worth it for one tech. I should sell my stuff though. Hunter bow. Well, hunter and self bow I need to sell. I really should just sell the wind whip too. Any garbage that I want to sell here? I mean, I'm never using these outside of emergencies, and if I need it for an emergency, then I don't know, I'm probably dead anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna use base tiers, I'm not gonna use that. If I need it, I'll buy it. I think saving the space is worth a lot more. I haven't gone to the apothecary in forever because I don't have people die that I can't revive. I'm just gonna check. Yep. Elephant tusks. I already found that. I've already sold it though. Yeah, no, bye. No quests. Nothing here yet. I'll soon be, I think, if I read correctly, 16th floor is where you can get the Hexer. That might be where I abandon the healer, but I probably won't because the healer is way too useful at healing. Oops, I have to report. So, you did encounter this unknown life form, and it dropped this stone tablet. If I'm not mistaken, this engraving is some language beyond our ken. I shall assign the Rada's best researchers to it. With our study, we may gain insight into this girl's precise nature. We'll keep this tablet safe at Rada Hall. You should continue with your investigations. And how could I forget? We have a reward for your hard work, of course. Please at least 10k? Ugh, close. Not great. So, somewhere on the 6th floor, wrong button. Finally got this stupid bug, apologies. But that bug's been bugging me all day. Hexer can be unlocked. 16th floor. West side. I'm just going to follow this to unlock them as fast as possible, so I can unlock them and then it'll be quicker to grind them to the point they could potentially be usable if they're any good at all. So it says go west. I don't know if it says here. Either of the first two doors on the west side. Oh, conveyors? This is what they mean by conveyors. So travel north up the next two conveyors. Then walk east. And follow it. One step west. Then south. Then two east. Then one east, then one west. Then west. Then north. I just want to unlock the Hexer class quickly. Continuing through the lonely forest of flowing sands, you notice a fellow adventurer. The black-clad, flame-haired girl notices your presence and turns to you slowly. You, from Guild, you've come far. You wonder how the quiet, wide-eyed girl with the small voice came to be here. You consider whether you should ask the shy girl or leave her to her own devices. Sure. You ask the Hexer Tlachtaga what has brought her to these sandy vales. In answer, the girl's gaze shifts to the flowing sands. I've waited here alone for you. I pass the time by listening to the sand. The flame-haired girl fixes you with her powerful, unnerving stare. I'm worried for Ren. She's bound too much in her past. It will crush her someday. Someone must expose the truth of the labyrinth before that happens. The girl's hand emerges silently from her cloak, holding a small golden bell. This is the cursed bell of my kind. May it aid you in your journey from here on. The timid girl hands you the bell without another word, then goes silently on her way. You tuck the bell into your pocket, then watch the girl till she disappears. Ooh. Amber alert. Not going to be relevant considering I'm not going to be looking outside. Oh, cool monsters! What are they called? Oh, they don't give me names. Oh, Flame Rat and Goldier. It's been a bit since I've seen generic versions of first floor monsters. Well, generic is not the right word. 3 colored versions. Big experience. Anyway. I'm going to unlock the next class, or the last class. I hear talk of a class that can control monsters using nothing but a bell and a few words. They are known as Hexers, and there aren't many of them to be found on this continent. I don't know where you got it, but with that cursed bell, you can register Hexers now. Go ahead, try it. Register Hexer. This guy looks goofy. He looks like he is in a coffin. They look pretty funny. That guy's just this guy. Without the cool hat. I mean, these two are basically the same with a different face. So I kind of feel like I have to go with this one. Because this is just different face and color. And same with this. This is the only one that's different. Hexer, so you start with an H. Hayuk. So, I'm going to be using them. So, 1, 2, new character, reuse, and reuse. This is my intended party. I don't know if it'll be any good at all. So Hexer has curses, HP up, and mines. It's all going to be points and curses. They have sapping, decreases enemy strength, decreases defense, decreases speed. I don't know how these work. If you can have more than 3 of these, that's incredibly useful. Oh, they also have TP up. Putting enemies to sleep. Probably not the best. Cursed status. I don't know. Oh, that makes them take damage as they deal damage. Stunning enemies at the beginning of battle as a passive is probably not bad. Revenge. Basically reflect AoE damage. Evil Eye. Evil Gaze that has a chance of terrifying them. That gains success rate and cost over time. That becomes Lure. Forcing you to encounter more. This Paralyze. Ooh. TP cost to 1. I'm curious how that works. attack its own comrades to take its own life. Oh! So you use this, they get terrified, and then you can paralyze them, make them attack their friends, or kill themselves. Oh, it attacks itself X number of times. That's really cool. That seems kind of fun. I'm definitely... let's just put points here. Basically level that to 10. You probably want Sapping, Frailty. Sapping and Frailty are probably pretty good. Blinding might be good. I don't know how effects work on opponents. I don't know if there's a hard limit. They probably have a hard limit of either 1 or 3, is my guess. Actually, I want to see if I can just check. Debuff limit. I can't type. Okay. Do debuff. There's apparently math. I don't care about the math. The math is interesting, but... I should just go fight something, see how many enemies, see how many options there are. Like, hopefully I can one-shot it and she won't die. Any enemy that I encounter. Because that would greatly hinder her leveling, especially since I don't have a revive anymore. Because without a medic I can't revive her. Okay, so I can't go there. It's impossible to revive her without... So I just want to grab that land. Enemy? There's not going to be as many enemy encounters on this floor, is there? Because each of these steps seems like you can't encounter an enemy. It's these steps there that have the potential to result in an encounter. It's a very interesting difference. So they should be able to die in one hit. I'm going to do this to kind of hope. My hope is they die. She's gonna get like... Oh, I didn't check what I was actually there for. I was there to check how many debuffs I could potentially place without actually having any debuffs that I can cast yet. But I got a bunch of levels, so... Let's just get this... Because I'm gonna level this to 10 no matter what. And I'm not gonna use them until they're level 40 at least, so... I don't think maxing it first is gonna be an issue. Spooky. Not at all what I meant to push. Not... Yes, I was after Cleaver. Provoke for safety. Multi-hit. And I assume it's going to be weak to fire. Like, what else would it be weak to? It could be weak to lightning. You know. It would be realistic. Poison breath. Please, no 250 damage. Okay, that's actually, like, not bad. Like, that's a livable damage tick. A survivable damage tick. What the? There's nothing here. There has to be something here that I just can't see. Again, I forgot to check what I was here for. I got distracted by the new enemy. Oh, I can't go back. I mean, there has to be a way back, right? Because there's no way they would make an area that you couldn't leave at all. I can't remember what these bugs were weak to. I think it might have been Volt. I actually need to get healing going quicker because I don't have a medic to back up to quickly recover HP. So not taking damage is a lot, like, I need this healing if I want to actually heal. And I really need to use Peace Ballad to regen. I didn't check again, I got distracted because of the new enemy. Ah, I knew there'd be something. They wouldn't leave you somewhere that you'd be stuck if you didn't have an Ariadne thread, because that would be bad design, but you can't go back. Like, there needs to be a way back other than dying that could potentially, you know, get you home. Okay. It looks like they can have 3 debuffs max. Which is, I think, reasonable. Maybe not ideal, but it is reasonable. Not having a medic is a nightmare. Because then I can't heal outside of combat. That's very rough. I would need items to heal. So I'm not sure if this is worth it. But blind is that, but I think these are worth grabbing. Having all 3 binds is very useful. And they don't count as debuffs. If I can get all binds. These are debuffs. I don't know if blinding counts as a debuff, but I'm pretty sure it does. Terrify probably counts as a debuff. I want to Terrify, and then I'm assuming these don't count as debuffs, and like all these others do. So I want Evil Eye because that seems fun. Corrupt because I want Stagger, but Corrupt just seems interesting because it's a curse. The special doesn't seem bad. Like Revenge seems situationally okay. I also want all of these, but if Terrify is a debuff, and these ones here aren't debuffs, like these 2 are definitely not going to be debuffs, they're just a single action. This one could be a debuff, but Terrify is a debuff. Corrupt would be a debuff, but that could just be like variance. I could go, I think Frailty and Sapping are definitely both worth grabbing. I would go Sapping first for damage reduction. I don't have any good healing. It's actually very... like, playing without a medic is very different from playing with a medic. Like, I will actually try to find the next combat and just try to stall to heal. This might be stallable. Okay, this is a first turn. Okay, let's... Tapping. I just want the guy on the left to die. And not kill... and I don't want to kill the guy on the right. Perfect. He's gonna defend. They're gonna Evil Eye. I should probably defend, but I mean, if they get hit, they're gonna die anyway, so... Oh, it got Terrified. Perfect. They're already healing, they're already doing that. It's just trying to restore as much as I can here. Let's hope RNG sticks with me and my Hexer doesn't die. This is not the way to play the game, I think. If I were to switch in a medic... would my damage suffer if I got rid of my Survivalist? Because I think my damage would suffer without a Survivalist. Because then my only real consistent damage would be the Landsnet. Though maybe the Hexer will deal enough damage with the, like, Evil Eye commands that against everything but bosses it will be enough. And against bosses, if I have a good elemental weakness, then I think everyone will deal okay damage. This might work out that way. I'm gonna AFK a little bit more, get a little more TP regen. Ah, that's good enough now. Good experience. But yes, I want to... Given that that occurred on the first attempt, I kind of feel like focusing on Evil Eye will be more fun than focusing on just strength down. Strength down, defense down is probably better. The hidden wall somewhere here. Yep. It's a one-way path. Which actually I should fix the one up top, because that's also a one-way path. The one up here is a one-way. Oh, are there going to be a bunch of those along the top here? So like each wrong route you take, you have to go through that entire outer path again? That would be interesting. Not very interesting, but a little interesting. Out I go. I will find an appropriate place to grind the Hexer to be kind of on level. There's still going to be like 5-10 levels under, but even 10 levels under is probably good enough. I'm fairly confident even 10 levels under she'll be good enough to use. But let's get her some gear. So, she uses a staff / wand. I don't know if tech is necessary. If it influences debuff rate, it would be. But I'm assuming it doesn't influence debuff rate, so I'm gonna just make that assumption. And with that assumption, I think the 7 doublet is the way to go. I could take the armor from my mage, but mage medic, but that feels kind of mean. Okay, these are not good. Scale 3 and 9 TP would be okay. 3, 2, 1's not bad. 3, 2, 1's a maybe. I think the Agi's probably worth it. Any good accessories? Ailment resist is probably not bad. HP's probably valuable early. Luck. Ooh, if luck applies to the debuff rate, that's really important. Because if luck influences... Yep. Increases chance of critical hits or successfully landing ailments / binds. Luck is the way to go. Probably. So that's her upgraded. So before I next play, I'm gonna try and... it's gonna be the same old AFK leveling. Which, if I'm doing AFK leveling, I actually need to swap my setup. Okay, so my current default party will be number 3. And I need to swap in a medic who will take the place of Greg. She's gonna go here. Nelt's gonna go there, and my... oh, that's my AFK medic? Yep. And then the medic. They're basically going to go down. It's probably doable at the start of the Azure Rainforest, hopefully. I don't know if they're high enough level to AFK here. But if I could get them to just sort of... loop right here, that would probably work pretty well. So I'm just gonna see what happens with one run. Like, if I encounter an enemy quickly, I think that's probably a reasonable encounter, like, growth rate of that. It's not abnormal. Oh, and these guys are gonna get, like, 2-shot? Yeah, as long as it's kind of like that and no one takes more than 30% of their HP in a... Well, more than 10% of their HP in a single hit should be fine. So I'm basically just going to continue doing this and let the Hexer get to a point where they are safe to not get one shot at a lower level. It's probably in my best interest to run fewer people. Swap out Nelt for no one, and then she'd level faster. But if I'm being lazy and just AFKing, it'll be faster to do it this way. I think if I was doing it actively, swapping out the Survivalist would be more optimal, because the experience is divided amongst everyone. But for now, I'm gonna stick with this. And I'll be back. Probably not tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do other stuff tomorrow. Be back on Thursday.